Tell us what you do.
Well, one of the ways I like to describe what I do is I defend Indigenous tribal people from missionaries.
Defend Indigenous tribal people from missionaries.
That's right.
Wow. Well, on the onset, I don't know what you're thinking, Paul, but I'm going, well, that sounds interesting. Let me tell you, this is what comes to mind when you say that. It sounds like you're saying, hey, protect them from people coming in and trying to introduce a Western cultural Christianity to a totally different nation.
That's part of it.
That's part of it?
Yep.
Explain that real quick then.
So, well, I'm defending them from the kind of missionary who brings in the message of Jesus as a clash of civilizations that is there to conquer them and to replace their heritage.
Wow. That's what you find typically happening with missionaries?
Most common, yes.
They probably wouldn't even see it as that, would they?
They usually don't, no.
They're probably doing it out of ignorance. And this is happening around the world. Missionaries...
all over the world.
So Christianity is actually being used in a way to conquer a culture rather than introduce Jesus? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Are you able perhaps to give us a sort of short example of the sort of thing that you're talking about there?
Sure, I could give many examples. I guess a very common thing that comes to mind is say just musical traditions, right? So people have a few particular kinds of instruments that might be unique to their culture, have a particular style of singing, maybe a particular style of folk dance or something, and they use these cultural expressions to tell their stories, to communicate their history to their children, to express their love to one another, and well, they may also use some of these instruments and styles of singing in religious ceremonies. So, and then, well, as is most often the case, they believe that when they sing in that way or dance in that way, that whoever it is to whom they're singing comes. And they come and they inhabit that dance or the drum or the drummer or whatever it is. And so whether they're focusing this song on spirits or ancestors or whatever it might be, they believe they come and inhabit that. But isn't that in some ways what the scripture tells us in Psalm 22, where it says in Hebrew, Ki ata kadosh yoshev tehilot Yisrael, for you, the Holy One, are enthroned in the praises of Israel.
I'm glad you translated that.
I was about to say that. So you're telling us that King David was not sat at a pipe organ playing out of the Baptist hymnal.
Well, and that is I do find that somewhat frustrating, as many missionaries think of going in and introducing their hymnal, and it's 3 songs and a sermon, and it's a buffet style. We got to get together for a buffet, all the Baptist missionaries out there, and I'm not trying to be mean to you guys.
The Lutherans have a potluck.
That's right, yeah. So it's actually introducing Jesus without trying to conquer them with our ways. It's not about introducing Michael W. Smith to a culture. It's about introducing Jesus Christ. That's true missions.
That's right.